Marcus Aurelius. The present moment is the only one you have. Make the most of it. If you are struggling in life and the situations become more and more difficult and you don't see any options and your mental stability is gone, there is one way which may help you or at least give you new perspectives. It is to slowly and gradually introduce new things into your life. But in today's world, we are constantly moving and thinking about what we need to do next, and we don't often stop to think about what we are actually doing. This is also because we feel like we don't have the time to think or rest, and our own thoughts are constantly challenging us. We don't feel like we have the power or energy to control our behavior, emotions, or thoughts. There is no easy way to control these things, but we must try. Life is challenging and the world is constantly evolving, but we are the ones who make it. We are the ones who learned how to make fire, build computers, and go into space. We are the ones who are finding life in this vast universe. In our small heads, we have the most complex thing that exists: our brains. Our brains do everything from controlling our bodies to completing all of our tasks. This means that we have the power to do anything we set our minds to. Life is a journey that we must complete, just like traveling on a train. If the journey is too long, it may get difficult and there is a high probability that we will feel bad because we want to reach our destination. But remember that if we leave the train at some strange station, we will miss the journey and the experiences that it has to offer. And who knows? Maybe our final destination is even better than we could have ever imagined. So don't stop or leave at other stations. In this video, we will learn about the 7 Stoic teachings that can help you to keep going in any situation. But before we begin, I would like to request you to subscribe to this channel and like this video. This will help us to create more content that you will enjoy. Now, let's begin our journey back to the historical figures and ancient wisdom of Stoicism. The Stoics were a group of philosophers who lived in ancient Greece and Rome. They developed a system of philosophy that is all about living a good and virtuous life, even in the face of adversity. 1. Embrace the present moment. The whole future lies in uncertainty. Live immediately. Seneca. Yesterday is gone. Tomorrow has not yet come. We have only today. Let us begin. Once upon a time, there was a young man named Marcus who was a student of Stoicism. He was a bright and curious young man, and he was eager to learn everything he could about the Stoic philosophy. One day, Marcus was walking through the forest when he came across an old man sitting on a rock. The old man was dressed in simple clothes, and he had a long white beard. Marcus approached the old man and asked him if he was a Stoic. The old man smiled and nodded. "Yes," he said, "I am a Stoic." Marcus sat down next to the old man and asked him what it meant to be a Stoic. "To be a Stoic is to live in the present moment," the old man said. "It is to accept what you cannot change and to focus on what you can control." Marcus thought about this for a moment. "But what about the past and the future?" he asked. "The past is gone," the old man said, "and the future is not yet here. So all we have is the present moment. That is why it is so important to embrace it." Marcus nodded in understanding. "Thank you for your wisdom," he said. Marcus stood up and began to walk away. But then he turned back to the old man and asked him one more question. "What is the greatest lesson that Stoicism has taught you?" he asked. The old man smiled and said, "The greatest lesson that Stoicism has taught me is that the only thing I truly control is my own thoughts, words, and actions. Everything else is outside of my control, and so I focus my energy on the things that I can control, and I accept the things that I cannot." Marcus thanked the old man again and then continued on his way. He pondered the old man's words for many days, and he eventually came to realize that they were true. The only thing that he truly controlled was his own thoughts, words, and actions. Everything else was outside of his control. And so, Marcus decided to embrace the present moment and to focus on the things that he could control. He accepted the things that he could not control, and he lived his life with serenity and wisdom. I believe that embracing the present moment is one of the most important things that we can do. It is a way to live a more peaceful and fulfilling life. When we embrace the present moment, we let go of our worries about the past and the future. We also accept the things that we cannot control. This allows us to focus on what we can control and to live our lives with serenity and wisdom. I believe that the Stoic philosophy is more relevant than ever today. We live in a world that is constantly changing and evolving. It can be difficult to keep up with the pace of change, and it can be easy to feel overwhelmed. But the Stoic philosophy can teach us how to live in the present moment. Next one. 2. Practice gratitude, Seneca. He was a wealthy and successful man, but he was also very humble and grateful for everything he had. One day, Seneca was walking through the forest when he came across a poor man. The poor man was sitting on the ground begging for food. Seneca stopped and talked to the poor man. He learned that the poor man had lost everything. He had lost his job, his home, and even his family. But even though the poor man had lost everything, he was still grateful for the little that he had. He was grateful for the food that he had to eat and the clothes that he had to wear. Seneca realized that even though he had a lot of wealth and success, he could still be more grateful for the things that he had. Gratitude is the virtue that opens all the other virtues. Seneca. The more grateful you are, the more you will find to be grateful for. Epictetus. The Stoics believe that gratitude is one of the most important virtues. They believe that gratitude can help us to appreciate the good things in our lives and to live happier and more fulfilling lives. When you wake up in the morning, take a few minutes to think about all of the things that you are grateful for. This could be anything from your health to your family to your home. At the end of the day, take a few minutes to think about all of the good things that happened to you that day. This could be anything from a kind gesture from a stranger to a delicious meal that you ate. Keep a gratitude journal. Write down at least one thing that you are grateful for each day. By practicing gratitude, we can appreciate the good things in our lives and become more content with what we have. Be grateful for the challenges that you face. Challenges can help us to grow and learn. Be grateful for the people who have wronged you. They can teach you valuable lessons about yourself and about life. Be grateful for the things that you don't have. This can help you to appreciate the things that you do have. Epictetus once said, "The only thing in your power is your mind. Use it wisely." 3. Cultivate inner strength. One day, Epictetus was teaching his students about the importance of inner strength. He told them that inner strength is more important than physical strength. He said that physical strength can be easily taken away from us, but inner strength cannot be taken away from us. Inner strength is something that we develop within ourselves. Epictetus told his students that the best way to cultivate inner strength is to face challenges and adversity head-on. He said that we should not run away from challenges. Instead, we should embrace them as an opportunity to grow and learn. The only way to develop the strength of character is by experience. Epictetus. The Stoics believe that inner strength is one of the most important virtues. They believe that inner strength can help us to overcome any challenge that we face. Set challenging goals for yourself and work hard to achieve them. Face your fears and insecurities head-on. Step outside of your comfort zone and try new things. Be persistent and never give up on your dreams. Help others and make a difference in the world. Cultivating inner strength is an important part of Stoic philosophy. It is also a great way to live a happier and more fulfilling life. By cultivating inner strength, we can overcome any challenge that we face and live a life that is true to ourselves. 4. Practice patience. Once upon a time, there was a wise old Stoic philosopher named Marcus Aurelius. He was the emperor of Rome, but he was also a very patient man. One day, Marcus Aurelius was sitting in his throne room when a messenger arrived. The messenger told Marcus Aurelius that a neighboring country had invaded one of the Roman provinces. Marcus Aurelius was not angry or upset. He simply said, "Thank you for the news. I will take care of it." The messenger was surprised by Marcus Aurelius's calmness. He asked, "Your Majesty, are you not concerned about this invasion?" Marcus Aurelius replied, "Of course I am concerned, but there is no need to panic. I have a plan and I will execute it patiently." Marcus Aurelius went on to win the war against the invading country. He did so by using his patience and wisdom. Patience is the power to endure suffering and adversity. Stoic philosopher Zeno. Patience is one of the greatest virtues. It is the ability to wait for what you want, even when it takes longer than expected. Stoic philosopher Epictetus. When you are waiting in line, focus on your breath and try to relax. When you are dealing with a difficult person, try to see things from their perspective. Take breaks when you need them and don't try to do too much at once. Be patient with yourself and others. Practicing patience is an important part of Stoic philosophy. It is also a great way to live a happier and more fulfilling life. 5. Understand what is within your control. One day, Epictetus was teaching his students about the importance of understanding what is within our control and what is outside of our control. He told them that we should focus our energy on the things that we can control and let go of the things that we cannot control. Epictetus said that the only things that we can control are our own thoughts, feelings, and actions. Everything else is outside of our control. The chief task in life is simply this: to identify and separate matters so that I can say clearly to myself which are externals not under my control and which have to do with the choices that are actually mine. Epictetus. It is not events that disturb people, it is their judgments concerning them. Epictetus. Understanding what is within our control and what is outside of our control is an important part of Stoic philosophy. It is also a great way to live a happier and more fulfilling life. By understanding what is within our control and letting go of the things that we cannot control, we can reduce stress, anxiety, and frustration. We can also focus our energy on the things that are truly important to us. 6. Learn from adversity. Seneca was exiled from Rome by the emperor. Seneca was devastated. He had lost everything. But even in his adversity, Seneca found a way to learn and grow. Seneca wrote a book called On the Tranquility of Mind while he was in exile. In this book, Seneca shared his wisdom on how to live a happy and fulfilling life, even in the face of adversity. Seneca believed that adversity is an opportunity to learn and grow. He believed that we can become stronger, wiser, and more resilient by facing adversity head-on. Adversity is the school of wisdom. Seneca. The Stoics believe that adversity is an essential part of life. They believe that we cannot avoid adversity, but we can choose how we react to it. The Stoics also believe that the best way to learn and grow is through adversity. They believe that adversity challenges us and forces us to think outside the box. When you make a mistake, don't beat yourself up about it. Instead, learn from your mistake and move on. When you face a challenge, don't give up. Instead, see it as an opportunity to learn and grow. When you experience loss, don't dwell on it. Instead, cherish the memories of what you had and focus on the future. Learning from adversity is an important part of Stoic philosophy. It is also a great way to live a happier and more fulfilling life. 7. Seek wisdom. Socrates was walking through the marketplace when he saw a group of young people arguing. He stopped to listen to them and quickly realized that they were arguing about something that they didn't really understand. Socrates smiled and said, "My friends, it seems to me that you are all arguing about something that you don't know much about. Why don't you take a step back and seek wisdom before you continue?" The young people were confused. They didn't understand what Socrates meant by seek wisdom. Socrates explained, "Wisdom is the knowledge of what is good and true. It is the ability to see the world clearly and to make sound judgments. When you have wisdom, you will be able to avoid arguing about things that you don't understand." The young people listened to Socrates' advice and decided to go away and seek wisdom. The only true wisdom is in knowing you know nothing. Socrates, education is the kindling of a flame, not the filling of a vessel. Socrates, the Stoics also believe that wisdom can be found in many different places. They believe that we can learn from our own experiences, from the experiences of others, and from the teachings of wise people. Reflect on your own experiences and learn from your mistakes. Be open-minded and willing to learn from others. By seeking wisdom, we can become better people and make better decisions. We can also develop a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. Study the teachings of ancient wisdom traditions, such as Buddhism and Taoism. These traditions offer unique and profound insights into the nature of reality and the path to wisdom. Practice the art of deep listening and reflection. This can help us to learn from our own experiences and to develop our own inner wisdom. I believe that seeking wisdom is the most important thing in life. Wisdom is the key to living a good and fulfilling life. I encourage everyone to seek wisdom in whatever way they can. Read books, take classes, talk to mentors, and reflect on your own experiences. The more wisdom you have, the better your life will be. Epictetus said that the 4 cardinal virtues are wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. He said that if we live our lives in accordance with these virtues, we will be wise and happy. If you found these teachings helpful, please consider subscribing to this channel. Your support motivates me to continue creating valuable content. Feel free to share your suggestions about the topics you'd like to see, or if you're facing any challenges. Your thoughts and comments are greatly appreciated. Stay motivated, and thank you.